I'm always prepared to fight until the final bell. I never assume that it's going to be all over in round one. Yes, I'm strong, but I don't just rely on that. I always train on the basis that I'm going to fight 12 rounds, the whole fight. It's great that my bouts have all ended quickly, but I don't train for the next one as if it's going to be a one-round fight.
How would he do against Mayweather or Pacquiao?
I think he would probably given any of those guys problems because the power, the power that he had was just insane. He'd hurt you with just landing punches in your arms, in the rib. He would hurt you, so he would have done good against him. He would have done good against him. Maybe, I don't know, if he lands the right punch, maybe knock him out, but you never know.
Is it true that he was okay until he had a car accident, motorcycle accident? And
I heard that. Then yeah. They wouldn't let him fight in the United States, only Texas. So see all that. What if he never had that accident? So that's things that we what would Salvador Sanchez would have done if he wouldn't died in the car accident? We would never know.
Oscar, is it true that Valero gave you a black eye?
Oh yeah. Really? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's hard. Yeah. Every day. Every time he would hit me.
Describe his power, because it's mythical stories about this guy.
It's literally like if the glove was a rock. Yeah. It was crazy.
I heard
he had big hands.
I heard his runs would be sprints.
I was a great runner. Yeah. Conditioning. Mm-hmm. I mean, he would smoke me. Yeah. But I was older too.
Yeah. It's a shame that he didn't get out to live out his career, huh? He looked promising career.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we promoted all his fights.
That's right.
What was he? He was 27 and 27.
The last fight was DeMarco. You guys put on Mexico, right?
Yeah. Well, check this story out. So. The Venezuelan president took him out to Venezuela to take him in as like a son, because he was like a national hero now. So they put him up in the hotel. I think he had recently got married, and you heard the story, right? Yeah. He comes down to the lobby and full of blood. Yeah. Started biting his wife. So he killed him, yeah. And so he hung himself in the jail. It's crazy. It's a sad story. It's a crazy story.
Yeah. What were you doing when you...
From an undefeated boxing champion to an unspeakable tragedy, the story of Edwin Valero is a tale of extraordinary talent, overshadowed by unimaginable turmoil. But how does a world-class athlete, celebrated for an unbroken streak of knockouts, spiral into a life mired in controversy, addiction, and violence? In this video, we uncover the shocking journey of Edwin Valero, a man who battled not just opposition in the ring, but also demons beyond it. Stay with us as we look into the rise and fall of a fighter whose life outside the ropes was as fierce and complex as his vicious punches inside them. Born into the harsh reality of Merida's streets in Venezuela, where poverty and struggle were everyday companions, Edwin Valero's childhood was anything but easy. In an environment where standing tall against adversity was a way of life, he quickly developed a resilience that paid no heed to physical differences in weight or height. Valero, along with his friends, became a known presence in the streets, often engaging in theft and robbery as a means of survival. This tough upbringing didn't just shape his character, it forged him into a street thug, setting the stage for a life as complex as it was conflicted. This early demonstration of his fierce temper was soon redirected into a more productive outlet: boxing. Starting at the tender age of 12, Valero quickly rose through the ranks of amateur boxing, leaving a trail of opponents who had never before tasted defeat, let alone the canvas. His amateur record was a staggering 86 wins with 6 losses, with 57 of those victories coming by way of knockout. For 3 consecutive years, he reigned as the national amateur champion. His exceptional stamina, devastating power, and intense fighting style, marking him as a unique yet formidable presence in the ring. Boxing trainers from all across Venezuela were awed by his raw talent and eagerly anticipated the young fighter's future successes. Many observed that Valero possessed a natural aptitude for fighting, a foundation that would forge him into a legendary boxer. Despite his modest stature of 5 feet 6 inches and weighing only 120 pounds, he fought with a ferocity that belied his size, resembling a machine meticulously engineered for demolition. Mikey Garcia, the reigning WBC lightweight champion, a title once held by Valero, had the opportunity to spar with him. Garcia attested to Valero's extraordinary power, noting that he frequently knocked out sparring partners and always seemed to be hunting for a knockout. Valero, with an almost possessed zeal, appeared intent on inflicting pain. He employed unconventional tactics, like relentlessly targeting an opponent's arms to take away their weapons, ensuring that as the rounds progressed, they'd struggle to even raise their hands in defense. While Valero was shaping his promising future, an injury occurred before he even had a chance to make his professional debut in boxing. On a fateful day, February 5, 2001, at just 19 years old, Edwin Valero faced a life-altering event. He was involved in a catastrophic motorcycle accident, one where he rode without the protection of a helmet. The accident left him with a fractured skull, requiring surgery to remove a blood clot. Valero's resilience, however, was as relentless as his presence in the ring. He turned professional on July 9, 2002, a little over a year after his accident. In his debut, he showcased an overwhelming display of power, taking only 2 minutes to corner and defeat his opponent with a barrage of wicked punches. This victory marked the beginning of a streak where he would overpower his next 17 opponents, all within the first round. His combination of raw power, swift agility, and the capacity to unleash a continuous onslaught of forceful punches rapidly elevated him as a top contender. Valero emerged as the most promising talent from Venezuela in 3 decades. In the ring, he was an unstoppable force, a walking death machine, decimating every opponent he faced. In 2004, with an impressive record of 12-0, Valero was on the brink of stardom, having caught the eye of Golden Boy Promotions. His ascent, however, faced a sudden halt. Due to medical reports stemming from his brain injury, his dreams of fighting in the United States were dashed. For many, such a setback, particularly early in a career, could have been mentally crushing. But Valero was not one to succumb to despair. Despite the suspension, his dedication didn't waver. He continued training rigorously every day, embodying the discipline and determination of a true champion. He might have been barred from fighting in the USA, but he kept his career alive by fighting internationally until 2009. The year 2006 was a pivotal one for Valero. He stepped into the ring in Panama City for his first shot at a world title, the WBA Super Featherweight belt, facing Vicente Mosquera. This fight marked several firsts for Valero. It was the first time he had gone past the first round, and now he was pushing past the second. The title fight began with Valero unleashing his trademark aggression, swiftly knocking Mosquera down twice in the opening round. However, Mosquera displayed incredible heart, rising to continue the fight. The match's intensity escalated when Valero himself was knocked down in the third round. Yet, he rallied back with unrelenting force. Round after round, Valero dominated, finally securing a stoppage in the 10th round. This victory was more than just a win. It was a moment that cemented his name in the division and his undying pursuit of greatness. Valero's reputation as a formidable force in boxing continued to grow, and his journey was far from over. He successfully defended his super featherweight title 4 times, each victory reinforcing his status as one of the sport's most dangerous competitors. His sights were set higher as he moved up to contend for the WBC lightweight title, maintaining an astonishing 100% knockout ratio along the way. His prowess caught the attention of many boxing luminaries, including Freddie Roach, who invited Valero for a sparring session with the then rising star Manny Pacquiao. While no footage of these sessions has been released, one can only speculate about the intensity and competitiveness of their encounters. A glimpse into Valero's mean sparring sessions was seen in 2004 with Eric Morales. Valero, still a prospect at the time, unleashed a barrage of punishing blows, resulting in Morales' nose being broken. These sessions highlighted Valero's raw power and hinted at his future potential in the ring. The absence of footage from his sessions with Pacquiao leaves much to the imagination, but those who were present describe it as both competitive and explosive. Valero's relentless drive to dominate, even in sparring, a stage usually reserved for learning and honing skills, set him apart. He wasn't content with just landing punches. He aimed to incapacitate his partners, leaving them staggered with his powerful shots. Valero's ascent continued as he moved up in weight class, seeking more challenging opponents. His fight against Antonio Pitalua was a testament to his growth and skill. In this match, lasting just 3 minutes and 49 seconds, Valero demonstrated his ability to dismantle a world-class opponent with apparent ease, becoming a two-weight world champion. The sheer volume and intensity of his punches left his opponent overwhelmed and outclassed. Yet, for Valero, the search for a tougher challenge continued. His clear pursuit of greater tests in the ring was a hallmark of his career. On February 6, 2010, Edwin Valero stepped into the ring for what would be his final bout, facing Antonio DeMarco. This match wasn't about DeMarco's later achievement of securing the WBC lightweight belt, but rather about Valero's relentless pursuit of victory. DeMarco, with a 4-inch height advantage, initially used it to his benefit, controlling the first 2 rounds and keeping Valero at a distance. However, a pivotal moment occurred in the second round, when DeMarco inadvertently struck Valero with his elbow, causing a cut. Valero, blood streaming down his face, took this as a provocation. What followed was a relentless onslaught from Valero. For 7 grueling rounds, he dominated DeMarco with a flurry of precise combinations. This unyielding assault led to DeMarco opting not to leave his stool for the 10th round, conceding defeat to the Venezuelan powerhouse. Following this victory, Valero vacated the lightweight title on March 10th, aiming to conquer the super lightweight division. But fate had a different, more tragic path in store. The boxing world was soon to be rocked by a devastating turn of events. Valero was arrested for the murder of his wife, found dead in a hotel room. In a chilling confession, Valero admitted to the crime, stabbing her to death. The following day, in a tragic culmination of his tumultuous life, Valero was found deceased in his prison cell, having taken his own life using the trousers he was wearing. It was a harrowing end to a boxer whose potential and talent had promised so much more. The life and death of Edwin Valero remained shrouded in mystery and controversy. In the time leading up to the tragic death of his wife, Valero faced numerous assault allegations. Reports of his wife bearing bruises and undergoing 6 months of psychiatric rehabilitation cast a dark shadow over their lives, a period that would tragically culminate in their deaths. In Venezuela, where Valero was a celebrated figure, some speculated that his fame afforded him leniency from the law. This perception led to rumors and theories, including the contentious claim that Valero might have been murdered in prison, rather than having committed suicide. Some speculated a revenge killing, before he could face trial and potentially walk free. Jose Castillo, Valero's manager at the time of his death, fueled these speculations by stating, "He didn't do it. They killed him." As well as struggles with alcohol, Valero's life was further complicated by alleged drug abuse. Friends reported noticeable changes in his behavior: red eyes, irregular sleeping patterns, irritability, and a general disconnect, all uncharacteristic for the disciplined athlete. His case exemplifies the tragic narrative of someone living outside the boundaries set by society, ultimately leading to a downfall. Valero's legacy is a complex one, intertwining his status as a world champion and a national icon with his personal struggles. His close ties with political figures and his stature in Venezuela sometimes overshadowed his actions outside the ring. Despite his professional achievements, his career and reputation could not, and should not, excuse his inexcusable actions. He was undoubtedly a remarkable boxer, but his journey was marred by violence from its roots. In the end, it was his own demons that caught up with him, culminating in a tale as tragic as it was complex. Edwin Valero left the boxing world with an impeccable professional record of 27 wins and 0 losses. Each victory marked by a knockout, a testament to his extraordinary skill and talent in the ring. Yet his story is overshadowed by the personal demons and tragic events that led to an untimely end. His journey, from the streets of Venezuela to the heights of boxing fame, and then to a dark and troubled finale, is a stark reminder of the fragility of human life and the impact of personal struggles on professional greatness. Imagine, for a moment, what might have been if Valero's story had taken a different turn. What heights could he have reached if his inner battles had been fought and won? His life poses a compelling question about the fine line between triumph and tragedy. As we close this chapter on Edwin Valero's life, I ask you to reflect on his story. What lessons can we learn from his rise and fall? How do we balance the celebration of professional success with the acknowledgement of personal failings and heinous acts? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below and to engage in a discussion about the many facets of Edwin Valero's legacy. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep sleuthing.